Good Tuesday morning. How is everybody doing? Thank you for joining us. I am Jimmy, your astute tourist. It is Tuesday. It is May 30th. Where did the month of May go? I can remember it seemed just like yesterday. I was complaining about the cold weather and all the snow that we had outside, and what a weekend we had. I know here in New England, it was glorious. The weather was fantastic. Couldn't be any better. Um, Starting Thursday right into yesterday, the weather was just awesome. I hope you had a good weekend, a good long weekend. I know I did. Memorial Day, we came up yesterday and did our morning reflection and um, Memorial Day kind of a show, which was good. A little emotional for me, but it was a good show. And then off to work I went, and we celebrated Memorial Day with a parade in the town that I work in, and a lot of people came out. Boy, the weather was good. The streets were lined with folks waving and smiling, and um, they were. That type of parade is, of course, being Memorial Day. It's a kind of a day of reflection, and you want it to be quiet. It's all about honoring those, and so we didn't make a lot of noise. We didn't make any noise really. We had the lights on. Um, there were there were bands, high school bands, middle school bands. There were the Boy Scouts. There were the VFW. There were the dignitaries of the town riding in convertibles. You know, your classic Americana for sure. And then we finished up at the cemetery in town where they did a nice memorial for all the servicemen and women who have come and gone and given their sacrifice ultimate for our country and our freedom. So it was a great day. Um, let's head on over to the chat and say good morning to Sharon is here with us. Good morning. Jen Cohen is with us. Good morning, Jen. It's good to see you. Everybody's saying Law Jones is here. Good morning, Law. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. V is here. Hi, V. Good morning to you. Hope all is well up in the great white north of Canada, Canada. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Shirley is here. Greetings from the old place, or good morning from the old place. Today's moving day, isn't it? Let's see. Scott Lone Cross MTP is here. Good morning, Scott. It's good to see you. Thank you, my friend, for coming in. Doing the conga while we're making coffee. Yeah, I figured I was getting things ready, and I went live anyway and we put the graphic up and play a little music for you while you were waiting. So appreciate you guys hanging in the wings, as they say. My weekend was fantastic. Like I talked about a little bit, we'll get into that a little bit more, but I want to know how your weekend was. How Torico? What? Snow? We hardly get anything in Jersey. Yeah, we haven't had snow here in several months. It seems like yesterday, though. Don't want it, though. Yeah, the bands, they did make noise, but it was patriotic, so they were allowed. They just don't want the sirens and the horns and all that kind of a thing. So it was nice. It was they had a community band there as well that was sitting. They were set up in the shade at the cemetery, and after the ceremony, they were playing all these patriotic songs, and it really reminded me of when I was a kid. It was awesome. They did a great job. Won't be long at work waiting for load invoice, but listening until then. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Good morning, Paul. Good to see you. Thank you for all you do. As you know, Paul, he gives us the whole list every the night before of everybody who goes live the next day, and he's out there working, him and Meg, selflessly to help us do our thing. So here's to you guys, and here's to everyone else. Good morning. Best sip of the day. Cheers. It is Tuesday Cup of Joe. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me. And the signal sucks, of course. Yesterday, so we were talking about the weekend. Let's do this first. Anybody want to come up and be on the panel with me? I think that would be awesome. There is the link if you guys want to come up. Jen's the only one that's come up and hung out with me in a while. So, yeah. So when I get done with the Memorial Day stuff, I came back home and I continued with the cleaning of the garage. Do you any of you have a garage? No, a garage I think is to put a car. You couldn't get a bicycle in mine. It was stuffed with so much stuff, stuffed with stuff, full of stuff. So we're going to have a yard sale, garage sale, if you will, and try to get rid of some of the stuff. I have good stuff. It's good stuff. I don't use this stuff anymore. So yeah, it's good stuff. Just don't use the stuff. Go over to my network. Yeah, the Ethernet we're on. So I don't know. I think we're going to switch over from StreamYards to something else. I just didn't get a chance to do it because I was working so diligently on cleaning out the garage. And it's still not done, but I can actually move around in there. I can almost fit a car in it now. Law says I have a 3.5 car garage and it's full, right? And it doesn't take long. I have a snow blower in there. I have the mower and the trimmer and the blower. I have a generator, the power washer. And then when my folks moved, allergies this morning. When my folks moved like 10 years ago, maybe even more, I ended up with all my dad's stuff from the garage. Not complaining, but folks that grew up in the during the Depression, what do you think they do? They save everything. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, but one or two of the same thing. But when you have 47 of the same thing, it's probably not a good thing. Jen's got the joke of the day. The joke of the day is brought to you by Jen Cohen. I got to come up with a good line there. But joke of the day, here it is. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Is that a repeat? I think that's a repeat. It's still a good one, though. Law says, and none of it's really mine. I inherited it all, right? That's what I'm saying. Law, what are you doing with it? Sharon, what do you mean? I think he's stumped. There's a big question there. Big question. Yeah, so let's go through some of the things that I was digging out. I had a bucket full of used light switches and outlets. Used ones, mind you. Full. There had to be 75 switches and outlets. What am I going to do with 75 switches and outlets, and used, mind you? I wouldn't sell them at a yard sale because how do you know if they're even any good? Good morning. Mr. Tranquillo is here. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. I hope you are well this fine day. I hope the weather is good where you're at. We're just waking up here. Let's look outside and see what the weatherman says. The sun is coming up. There's an amber or lemony colored haze through the trees. It looks like it's going to be another beautiful day here in New England. I just love this time of year. I could go from here till about October and then switch and do it all over again, back to the beginning of May, and get rid of all that stuff in between. But it's a beautiful day. It looks like it's going to be a great day here in New England. I hope you guys are going to experience some good weather where you're at. I sound like a radio man. People often tell me I should do voiceover. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, people have said that I should do voiceover. I'm thinking maybe I should do a what do they call that? A podcast? I like to talk. I never shut up. I was that kid in school. He was a pleasure to have in class, but he never stops talking. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Law says, hey, I have a bucket full of doorknobs. Want to trade? Yeah. I don't think I can use doorknobs. So, yeah, so that was just some of the stuff. So, my father was a plumber. What else do you think we had? I have buckets full of copper and brass fittings. Full of copper and brass fittings. They don't even use brass fittings really in anything anymore. But my dad had it. God bless him. Buckets of stuff. Now, when my best friend's father, when he moved away, guess what? Hey, I'll give you some of my tools, but you got to take everything. Okay. Buckets full of used bolts and nuts and nails. I have framing nails, like single framing nails. We don't use them anymore. Rarely. We have nail guns now. I have buckets of this stuff and nobody wants it. Feel bad, but I'm going to have to toss it all. Unless anybody out there wants a bucket full of galvanized framing nails, let me know. Thank you, Outdoor Eagle. I'll see you later, my friend. Thanks for dropping by. We appreciate you. Enjoy your day. Yeah, if you haven't been over to Mr. Tranquillo's channel, you got to go check him out. He's like a modern day adventurer. He definitely is living the dream, right? I'm going to go move over with him. We can go sailing during the day, and then we'll play and sing songs in the evening. Enjoy a cocktail and music. What do you think, Mr. Tranquillo? Does that sound like a deal? My mother is here. Good morning, Mom. Pink skies here. Red sky in morning. Sailor take warning, right? Isn't that how that goes? Do they use that over there, Mr. Tranquillo? Red sky at night, sailor delight. Red sky in morning, sailor take warning, which means there's bad weather coming if you have a red sky in the morning. My mother's saying good morning. Mr. Tranquillo says, why not? Wouldn't that be good? You could teach me to sail, and we could both sing songs at night. I could teach you how to put fires out, which is not that hard. Well, the concept is not. You're a great guitar. Thank you, my friend. So are you. No, we're going to play. We're going to jam. And then Paul's going to come too, because Paul plays guitar. And we're all going to sit around and we're going to sing songs. We can sing some music, some traditional music from your area, and Paul and I will sing some Americana, like some Johnny Cash or some Bo Cephas or something. Who else plays guitar? Paul, PSV Odyssey. Paul is he's a guitar player as well. He's a damn good one. Saying good morning to my mom. Mom, how was your weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? How was your cookout yesterday? We have a habit of humanity in the area. I would like to donate everything to them, but they have to take it all, right? Habitat, right? Is that what they call it? Habitat for Humanity? They probably would take it all. I put some stuff on Facebook not Messenger, Facebook Marketplace last night. I have 9 6-panel solid core wooden doors that came out of my house that we don't use anymore. I put folding doors instead of these big, giant, heavy sliding things. And I already got a hit on them. I think a guy wants to buy 3 of them. So that'll put me down to 6 if he buys them, which would be good. We're starting the traveling fund. It's the Booze Cruise Fund. You have 2 welders, a compressor, lots of money stuff. Yeah, you got to have a yard sale or put it on the marketplace. I'm going to be selling a bunch of musical gear, PA equipment mostly, just because I don't do that anymore. I have a small PA, but the big stuff is going to go sell it to someone who can use it. You have 8 steel doors and frames. Danielos, thank you. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you. We do appreciate that. Reminds me. Yeah, my mother says sell the copper. I'm going to, Mom. I'll probably keep a couple fittings. Probably keep a couple fittings and then I'll sell the rest. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Thank you. Hope all is well where you're at. I was listening to some news before I came up this morning, and over in Poland, they're going to be, I guess they're reducing their coal and fossil fuel type energy, and they're looking at switching to possibly doing some nuclear energy, which I think is a good thing. I think that's good. Jen says, I have so much crap in my garage. I don't want any of it. The hardest part is going through it all. I spent Saturday, Sunday, and then yesterday, and I'm still not done. Although you can actually walk around in the garage now, so I'm pretty happy about that. Do I know how much copper is? I don't know. Let's see. What's the copper price today? Let's see what copper is today. US, it's about $3.67. That's the market. Let's see what it is per pound. Yeah, so it's $3.68 a pound. I probably have, I don't have a lot of it, but I bet I have 20 pounds of it anyway. We can play some John Prine. Now that's a deal, my friend. Absolutely. Yep. Certainly missed that guy. wrote some of the greatest songs ever. Crabs in your garage. That's awesome. Probably 20 to 30 heavy file cabinets full of all kinds of stuff, several big tool chests on wheels. See, now you got to go through it and you need to liquidate it all. You could make some money. Yes, Paul does play guitar. He plays very well. More than well. He plays really, really well. Good morning, John. How are you? It's good to see you. That's the story of my last week. My office has become a catch-all, and in a couple of weeks, it has to be my bedroom. I've been trying to get rid of this stuff. Yeah. When do you go in, John? You going in to have some surgery, right? You've been putting stuff out for free, and that's good. I live on, well, you've seen where I live. I live on a cul-de-sac. We don't get a lot of traffic down here, so I think if I put stuff out for free, most of it would just sit there. You try? Yeah, me too. I'm the same way. Here's the thing, though. And I'm speaking to Paul and Mr. Tranquillo, mostly. You may try, but do you have fun? That's the thing. I have fun. When it's not fun anymore, I'll take all of those and I'll put them away and I won't do a thing with them. Forgive me on that. Surgery is June 15th. All right, my friend. And then you'll be laid up in the office for a while. I hope it's a short while, though. The joys of growing old. Good morning. Have you seen my cup? I think you all have. It's on Etsy. You can find us on the Etsy store. You can also find this t-shirt. You can find it on the Etsy store. That's right, Paul. Always have fun. Yes. And Mr. Tranquilla says yes. So when it's not fun, that's when we don't do it anymore. I will check if you have any guitar performances in your channel. You can go over if you want to see or listen to. You can see. Let's see. Now I need to look it up so I can show you guys. Those who haven't. My other channel is called is called Uncle Scugga. And that's where I have most of my original music, or at least the older stuff. Yeah, there's 3 songs. There's 3 songs of mine out there. Which one here? Let's do this one.
Did you know this powerful method can restore near 20/20 vision without invasive lens implants or laser surgery? It's
Yeah.
She runs downstairs, she's placing pots and dishes on a tray. As if she doesn't care.
First, I put the name.
Sure. His case, with that look upon his face.
You either do or do not. That's right.
He's Mama's off to work and kids to school. They won't be home for hours.
You hear that?
She'll never break the golden rule. It won't be that easy. She'll have to find another way. She's to live another day, and she knows he doesn't love her anymore. Now the road is calling, you know she won't be crawling back to you. And she won't be waiting, she won't be anticipating a call from you. A call from you. She won't be waiting, she won't be anticipating a call from you, a call from you. She sits alone, her memory fades of how it used to be. She wonders how it ever got this way. Things really get crazy. She tried to find another way to make her life a sunny day, but now she's gone and thrown it all away. And she knows he doesn't love her anymore. Yeah, she knows he doesn't love her. Yeah, she knows he doesn't love her.
Just tuning in, listening to one of the songs that I've written and recorded. It's an old one.
Yes, she knows he doesn't love her. 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 Yes, she knows he doesn't love her.
So there you go. There's one of the songs written and recorded. So yeah, it's true. I really have done that. That song is about it's about a woman that marries a man and thinks that being married is not all that it was hyped up about. And she ends up leaving her husband. And then as time goes by, she realizes that she made a big mistake. And by the time she realizes that she made the mistake, he doesn't want her back. Real happy song. But that's what that one's about. So thank you for indulging me on that. And thank you, Law and Jen, for putting those out there. This is the Etsy store. I appreciate that, Jen, for putting that out. We get just a couple items on there, but you can get this beautiful coffee mug, and you can get it in white with colored inside, yellow and black or red, whichever you like. And we have a couple T-shirts on there. I'm starting to produce a line of patriotic and nostalgic kind of T-shirts as well. So look for those. I just finding the time to do it is hard. But also, Law had put out the link to my other page, the Uncle Scugga page. There's actually a live performance of me performing with the old band that I used to play with, the Adam Ezra Group. So you can check that out. And there's 2 more original songs. I need to put some more songs out there. I actually have them listed on the my StreamYard. I've played some of them before in the background, but those are a few that you can check out. So you're welcome, Mr. Tranquillo. I'm glad you guys liked it. Sounds really good, Sharon. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And good morning to Cruising is Fun Anytime. Thank you guys for coming in. So this is to get the full knee replacement. Yeah, knees and shoulders, man. Not a fun thing. But you're going to do great. I know you will. I had a knee done. I didn't have a full replacement. They went in and hacked it up and did a bunch of stuff inside there, but so far so good. And then this shoulder here, this one, I couldn't do that before. I could not raise my arm before. Put it out to the side and do this. Tore the rotator cuffs, all of them. There's a front and a rear one. Tore them both up. I did it on the job. Firefighting is a joint intensive job. Repetitive motion is what gets us. So, what's everybody got planned for the week? Today is my day in the field. I'm not sure what I got going on today. It's going to be a beautiful day out, so really doesn't matter. Man, you've had it done 4 times on the knee. That darn knee just doesn't want to cooperate, does it? Well, don't forget PMA when it comes to that, and use the healing frequency music. When you're hanging out in the office, you want to chill, throw some headphones on, and put some of those healing songs on. I'm telling you, it'll work. I did it for my shoulder. You know what else I used to play? So when I was home, so you have to do physical therapy, and when you come home, they want you to do exercises. So the exercises can be painful. But what I played was I used to play music while I did it, and the big one was Chicago, Getting Stronger Every Day. You know the song I'm talking about? That was my motivation song. And I got stronger every day. The power of your mind, it's awesome. If you just let it, your mind can do wonderful things. Sharon says, Mr. Tranquillo, my morning is starting out great. How's your day going? Scott says, I go back to work Thursday. Right on. So ready for it. Due to 6 weeks of boredom. I bet, Scott. But you're healed up good, right? All's good? I hope so. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Hey, if you haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit the like button, share out the stream. And if you're not a subscriber to a channel, I would appreciate that. And for those of you watching in the replay, if you're not a subscriber, you're not part of the family, why not subscribe? I think it's a good thing. And we're here every weekday morning. And I know I say every weekday morning, but not Wednesday. So we're here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday mornings at 6 a.m. And then Wednesday night is our hump day cocktail hour, which will be tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to be drinking. I was watching some tiki bar stuff yesterday, and we actually made a drink called the Trade Wind, which was really good. So maybe we'll do that. Does anyone ever have ever had a Trade Wind? That was my first time. A Trade Wind. Scott says, yes, all is good. I'm happy to hear that, my friend. You're going to have to find something new, right? That's not going to tear your knees up. Tough getting old, isn't it? This morning, I got out of bed. So I did all that work around the, in the garage and that. And it's just a lot of moving and lifting and sorting and moving things around. This morning, I got out of bed and I'm like, my golly, everything is just so sore. When did I get old? Mr. Tranquilla says, it was really good to watch you play with the band concert with the Zepp. Thanks, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, that was one of the songs that we, I didn't want to play it here because of the copyright stuff, but that was one of the ones that we would do, and the crowd obviously went nuts every time we did it. If you want to see me do a Led Zeppelin song, head over to the Uncle Scugga page and check out the live performance with Adam Ezra. But that's when I performed. I probably played that song 3 or 4 times a week when we were on the road, among others, but mostly all original music. Adam's music in that band. I didn't have anything to do with the writing. Yeah, that's a good move. I know when I did mine, even before I had the surgery as well, they had me scheduling PT because it does, like Jen said, it takes so much time to try to get in. I mean, they're booked months out. I did the same thing. So at least, I think I was out of surgery a week and they had me in there. I was so petrified. I was so afraid because the doctor's like, look, after the surgery, don't move it. You can't move it. You can't do anything. Don't move it. If you tear that, we're going to have to go back in, blah, 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 blah. And then I go to PT a week later and the girl's like, all right, move your arm like this, lift it up. And I'm like, wait, he told me not to move it. And she's like, you need to listen to me now. Okay. My day is going very lazy today, which is relaxing. Good. Yesterday we were busy. Today is very quiet. Very, very good. It's not the years, it's the mileage, right? Got that right, Jen. I want to give Jen a shout out. Not only is she a moderator, but she's also a member of the Astute family. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate you. Thank you for all you do, my friend. Let's see. Scott says, in case you were wondering, my pick of the flag is I have no idea what that says. Mi'kmaq? Mi'kmaq? Yikes. I'm sorry, Scott. Please forgive me. I'm not sure what that means. John says, my son's been collecting lumber. On Saturday, I had to move 20 sheets of plywood and MDF, 2x4s, 4x4s, steel, and other stuff from my porch to out storage building. Yikes. I hope your son helped you move it. I bet you could. I bet you could. Marsha from CME had a drink she really loved. Bourbon, vodka, grape juice, and crushed ice. Damn. What do you call that one? That sounds actually pretty good. Bourbon and vodka, huh? That's a combination I wouldn't think would go together. It actually sounds pretty good. But you have a couple of them, you're feeling pretty good. Sounds like you could have made a storage building out of it, right? Oh, Micmac. Okay. Now, is that the Indians? Micmac Indians? was working. Jody and I moved it, of course, right? The kids bringing stuff home, and mom and dad's gonna move the stuff. Oh, God bless our children. Although I can't really complain about my oldest son. He helps me do a lot around here. He helped me this weekend a little bit. Spent a lot of time with his girl, though. He's in love. Can't blame him. All right, so Micmac Indians. So New England is full of Native American stuff here on the East Coast. The Micmacs, the Merrimack, the Pemigewasset Indians, the Amoskeag, and many more. Sounds like a purple haze, right, V? Right? Oh, you're parked. You've been driving. Good morning, Najuma. How are you? Thanks for coming in, my friend. Thank you. Oh, I see. He works at Lowe's. If they mark something down, he buys it. Well, does he plan on building his house? Maybe he's going to build his own tiny house in your backyard. Everclear instead of vodka. That's some strong stuff, Everclear. Iroquois. Yep. We had a lot here in New Hampshire, New England. I hate to venture how many we had. There was a lot of Indian tribes here. There's a famous story of a young girl. I think her name was Hannah Dustin. And in Haverhill, Massachusetts is where she lived at the time. I hate to say what year it was. Maybe the early 1700s. And their settlement got raided by these Indians. And they kidnapped her, among others. And she, and I'm probably going to get the story wrong. So if I get it wrong, don't hammer me. But they took her by canoes up the Merrimack River up north here in New Hampshire. And at some point, she ended up killing a bunch of them and getting away. There's a big statue in Haverhill, Mass. I think her name was Hannah Dustin. She was a young girl. She was like maybe, 15, something like that. Crazy stuff. But there's that kind of a history here. And Scott being related to the Micmacs, that's just one of the Indian groups that, the Native American groups that were around this area. He did build a big shed, and he's filled it. We appreciate you, V. You know that. I haven't been over to one of your lives in a while. I've been so busy. I got to get over there and hang out. You guys are on so late, though. You know me. I'm in bed. It's funny. I'm up early, and your guys go till who knows how long. And I haven't seen much of Kenny. He's on a regular sleep schedule now. So he's sleeping while I'm doing my lives. Normally he'd be awake. But I'm glad that he's actually got a good schedule now, sleep-wise. It's good for you. You have to sleep. He says, we bought a shed for our campsite and got it delivered, worth every penny, versus building it. 7 p.m., is that when you're up? Is that tonight? What's your schedule, V? Is it tonight you do go live? Now, is that 7 p.m. EST or is that like Central Time? Because aren't you like an hour different from where I am? Crystal was a bad influence, right? She's being a good mommy to him. I think it's good. Or big sister, however you want to call it. That guy never slept. She's taking good care of him. We owe her a debt of gratitude. Taking good care of our good friend Kenny. Thursday at 7. Okay. I'll try to remember. And I'll come see you. Sean Heffernan, my good friend Hefty, is in the house. Sean was up at Old Orchard Beach this weekend. Sean, how was your weekend? I saw some pictures and videos of you at Bentley's in Maine. So Old Orchard Beach in Maine. Sean just bought a nice RV. And I think it was his maiden voyage this past weekend. So how was it, Sean? Tell us how your trip was. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, cool. All right, so we're on the same time. Trust me, he doesn't want to sleep. When we went to Toronto, Kenny only slept 1 hour. I know. I don't get it. He's young, though. When we were young, or at least I know me, I didn't get much sleep myself. Mr. Tranquil says, I like RVs. Yeah, I like mine. We have a 36-foot Fleetwood. It's big. It's my house on wheels. My land yacht, for sure. We're going to buy one, but he thought he could build one cheaper. It was twice as much to build, but much better built. Absolutely. Everything. Wild and crazy and perfect. Good, Sean. I'm glad. Glad you had a good time. Time to come over and hang out at the Tiki Bar, Sean. Where you been? You had to avoid heat stroke with the purchase, right? Hey, Billy, good morning. Bamanola Adventures is here. Good morning to you, my friend. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I hope all is well. Oh, so you have a teardrop. Those are cool. Yeah, it's always fun. I don't have I've never done a tow behind. The Class A was my first one. We just went big or go home, as they say. We went from sleeping in tents to buying this giant Class A. But why not? I just love to travel, and driving is different, right? I can't wait to be able to take 2 or 3 weeks, even a month, and hit the open road and just go. Unfortunately, this job that I have doesn't allow it. I wanted to go to Australia and see Sean and Ilana. But that for me would be, it takes 2 days at least, 2.5 days to get there. And then you want to spend quality time because, I mean, how often do you go to Australia? Unless you live in Australia or Tasmania. Not very often. So you'd want to spend a couple weeks there. It'd be a month before I got back. And they kind of frown upon that in my position. So that's why I need you all to go to my Etsy store and help support me so I can retire. I'm just joking. But that would be nice if I could retire a little bit sooner and hit the open road. Then I can come visit each and every one of you guys. I'll put you on a list. We'll mark the map out and go, all right, so let's see. I could go see John and Nancy, and then I can travel down to see Scott into Massachusetts, and then go see John in New York. Speaking of New York, we're going to the Finger Lakes. We're going to Watkins Glen in July. We're going to go to the wine country. Hefty, did you know that? We're going out to New York. We're taking the RV. I think you guys should come with us. It's July 20th through the 23rd, something like that. You got to come. You guys should come with us. I'm going to tow the Jeep. My husband will love a Class A, too much rig. Couple edition RV is more my style. Yep. This one is big. Thank you, V. That's the Spring Store. We're going to be closing the Spring Store down pretty soon, I think. Once I get the Etsy store up and running. We'll probably give the Spring Store. We'll have the going out of the closing down forever sale. You got 6 more years to retire. Let's see. I'd like to do it in 2. That's why I'm working hard on it. Let's just start a convoy, right? I'm with you, my friend. So I'll bounce around. So I'll go out and visit the Gaylors. They're in New York. And then I'll go up and I'll shoot up and I'll visit V and Michael Ann. And then I'll spin around and come back south. I can visit Jen and Charlie. And then head back towards the East Coast and make our way down to like Meg and Sharon and Eddie Lugo and Kenny and everybody in between. That would be so cool. Sharon's did the alligators chase you, Billy? Is there whiskey country? There are distilleries out there, Sean. So while the girls are doing wine, we can take off and we can do some distilleries. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys should hook up and come with us. I'll call you later today. Hey, Steven, good to see you, my friend. Oh, you're not too late. We got 3.5 minutes left. Oh, they did? Were they going code 3, lights and sirens? Did I miss something? They almost got me. That alligator was moving, man. Can't believe how fast they go. I saw on the news too last week, there was a guy, of course, hold my beer, right? He was at a bar somewhere. I don't know. I think it was in Florida, maybe not, but clearly alligator country. And he went to go to the bathroom and there was a huge line for the bathroom. So he's like, I'll just go down by the water and take a leak. Well, an alligator ended up grabbing him by the arm and tearing his arm off. So here's a little safety tip. When you're drunk, especially when you're drunk and you need to pee, don't go anywhere near there where there's alligators. Yeah, see, that's fine. We'll do, like you said, it'll be a convoy. We'll cruise on down to the next stop. You can follow us around and we'll go visit everyone. How much fun would that be? John's going to be the DD. That's fine. Absolutely. Everyone will have their mission. So, Bill, you're not going to be able to do it, huh, my friend? That's too bad. I was looking forward to meeting you guys. Yes, code 3. Lights and sirens, making noise. Driving fast. Safely, though. Thank you, John. Yeah, remember to smash the like button. Let's see. No alligators, but whiskey. That's right, in Tennessee. No alligators, but whiskey. That's right. Jack Daniels. I happen to be a Tennessee Squire. Yes, I am a Jack Daniels Tennessee Squire. That would be great, right? Alligator pee. Does sound like a drink name. That's right, Scott. We'll have to play Convoy. And the theme from Smokey and the Bandit. Gatorade. Ha ha. Good one. I love it. You'll take the incriminating pictures. I'm sure there'll be many of them if we did it. I guess me and Bam and Nola are out of the loop. No. We're coming to see you too. We're gonna make the whole loop. We're gonna visit everyone. I got another cruise book for February, and the wife told me last night that she might not be able to make that either. Oh no. You have to give me the particulars on that. Which cruise you're gonna do in February? Would you go even if the wife couldn't go? Can't imagine you would. All right, so you know what time it is. We're at the 1 hour mark. I really appreciate you guys as always. We'll be up again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. It's Hump Day Cocktail Hour. We will see you tomorrow. I hope to see you all, and I'm not sure. Maybe we'll feature a Gatorade. I'm sure there's a drink out there called one. But don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. PMA will definitely save your day. When I tell you that I'm living proof that it works, believe me, because I am. Employing a positive mental attitude every day chases the negative energy away, draws positive energy in, and it'll definitely save your day, save your week, save your life. Actually works. Don't forget to make a difference in somebody's day today. Make a difference. Just smile at somebody, say a kind word, shake a hand, give them a hug if they're inclined. Everyone has a story, and sometimes it's not that good. So just smiling at somebody, you could change their day for the better. It's always good. It's better to be nice and friendly to people because you just never know. Don't forget our men and women of the first responder world, firefighters, police, doctors and nurses and EMS people. They're out there every day selflessly. They don't ask for anything. 24/7, they're out there working hard to make sure that we are safe and sound. So think about them. Think about our men and women of the armed forces, of course. They're on the wall every day, and we don't even know it. They're there, silently working to keep us safe and protect our freedoms. Don't forget to respect that right there in the flag from the country of your choice. Mr. Tranquillo, I know that you're from another part of the world, and V as well. She's got that big, beautiful red maple leaf where she comes from. Be proud of that flag and respect that flag because, like we said yesterday during Memorial Day, a lot of people have given the ultimate sacrifice so that they can protect that. It's worth more than the cloth it's printed on, for sure. So thank you guys for very much. We'll see you tomorrow night for Hump Day Cocktail Hour. I appreciate y'all coming in. I hope you have a good day. I'm sure Eddie Lugo is going to be up next around 7:15. So let's head over to him. Give him an astute rate if you can. I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys for all you do. I hope you have a good day. I want to wish everybody peace and love from deep down here in my heart. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.